the yolk nice and runny. Various pigs, sheep and cows that manufacture poo and not much else. Moggy, who Mum says is excessively impertinent. Which just leaves me, Holly Hopkinson, bringing up the rear of the Hopkinsons as usual. It isn't easy being the youngest member of a family, thank you very much, always fixing everyone's problems and dealing with my best friends. There's Alicia, my ex-best friend in London, who has been downgraded through her own fault, my current countryside best friend Daffodil, and Vinny, my animal friend, who may be due for promotion. Official top secret. For those of you who have been living on planet Zob, a squillion miles away, here is some classified information. On my 10th birthday the other day, my Aunt Electra gave me the magic pocket watch with which to navigate the slows and rapids of life. When I wiggle it in front of anyone's nose the right number of times and say, Spiro, Sparrow, Squigglers Scotch, cast your eyes within my watch, I can hypnotise adults and animals and make them do anything. But the thing is, it doesn't always work. Chapter 1. School Reports. Today was our second to last day at Lower Goring Village School before the Christmas holidays, but I have a lot on my plate. So, now I'm in business, I write loads of priority lists. 1. Get some live gigs for Harold's band. He's too dopey to find them himself. 2. Keep an eye on Grandpa, who is buying some horses, as I am his official racing and business partner. 3. Get my hands on an iPad. Miss Bossum, that's our bonkers teacher, was writing our school reports while we did some pointless arts and crafts nonsense. I happened to notice that she always looks at the kid she's writing about. Bossy Bossum would not make a good spy. I'll bet that she would squeal as soon as they got the torturing stuff out. One sight of a pair of electrodes and she'd tell anyone where the plans for the secret tunnel were. She's also double whopper dopey enough to leave the reports that she's written in her top drawer, so when the teachers sloped off for a coffee and biscuits that made their breath smell, I had a sneak preview. My official countryside best friend Daffodil Chichester's general report was on top of the pile. Daffodil is a very talented girl who has an excellent grasp of all her subjects. She also has lovely manners and is very kind, and the class particularly enjoyed Daffodil's last show and tell. The scented cushions were so delightful. Daffodil is a pleasure to teach. Flipping heck, Bossy is laying it on a bit thick. If you ask me, she's looking for a few free embroidered candles from Mrs. Chichester's shop. The next report was for Vinny. I assumed that he would be getting a stinker, but I was in for a surprise. Vinny has made great strides this term, and he brings unique talents to the class. It said, what a load of tosh. The only thing Vinny brings to the class are snails in his pockets. If I didn't know better, I'd say that Miss Bossum is after something from Vinny's grandma Vera, the phantom cake baker, or his Uncle Vince, who is big on the VCEOC. Then I saw Felicity Snoop's report. Felicity has been such a help again this term. What will we do without her? My little helper is always happy to be in charge and help organise the other children. Don't we flipping well know it, always bossing us around and being Miss Superior? Anyway, Botty was handing out rosettes all round, so I was looking forward to reading mine. It was probably going to be like, we will never be able to thank Holly enough for saving the Christmas play this term. Holly was the hero of the day. I shall remember to blush and be all, oh, it was nothing when Mum reads it out at home. But hang on a blinking minute. The start was not as expected. Holly is not a straightforward girl, and one often feels that she is over-controlling. Holly needs to learn to be less dramatic and perhaps to take herself less seriously. It would also do her no harm to concentrate more on her work and less on other people. I could not believe my ears. You could have knocked me over with a baseball bat, or even one of Harold's drumsticks. Bossy Bossum was giving me a right pasting, and it didn't get any better. Not that I'm going to poison history by recording any more of her bile in my memoirs. Her report would be, Bossy Bossum has had a difficult term. Her acting is very limited, but thanks to Holly, she did have a big success with the lead part in our Christmas play, School of Rock. But she is a bad cook and an even worse loser. Her childish behaviour after the village cake-off was witnessed by the world. Miss Bossum needs to do better next term and stop spending so much time mooning around Slinky Dave. You see, anyone can chuck stuff into school reports, but I now needed to correct my...